Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away. And we may have a face mask here right at the start. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Oh, a little 360. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Great. Whip. Watch the whip.
To throw again. Newton. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Newton. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play fake. Winston out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Winston. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Newton, this one complete to Curtis Samuel. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
23 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Newton throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Newton's throw complete to Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Mike, hey, keep it up, keep it up.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Jameis throwing here. That's complete to Perriman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Off the play fake. Winston. They'll roll him out right. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Ready? White 25.
Winston sneaking it, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times, it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Newton on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's second down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Buccaneers.
And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch rate...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Gerald McCoy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And Winston lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First down, Winston. Evans has it left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Spins past him. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Newton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Newton rolling to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This one taken just inside the 10. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ready. Flag. What is that?
Choose the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
White. Hey, Mike, let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
A gain of 8 yards.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun. Winston. Hard throw, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Newton now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Scarlett. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Newton's pass is on target to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
On third down, Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So don't say nothing.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And right side caught. Hogan. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. McCaffrey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That's caught. It's Thomas. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. From the gun, here's Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. Watch 25. Ricky. Watch out. Tight end rock.
Play fake. Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Check. Check. 53 is mine.
That's right, baby. They don't want
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Number 53. Let's go.
Throwing here, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Scarlett on the carry. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Another run, this time McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here we go.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-1.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the